Hey everyone, this is Andy from GizChina, and today we're going to unbox the Elephone M2. This is the more powerful and better made brother of the Elephone M1 that we reviewed a few weeks ago. So the box itself, nice, sleek, stylish and simple. It's all black. If we get it in the light, you can see we've got the Elephone logo in the top left hand corner and M2 in the middle. And on the sides we have the Elephone name there across the side. There are no specification details on the box. It's just a basic black package. So let's take a look inside. Now I've already opened the box up once, so I've removed the plastic bag that the phone comes in and also the screen protector that comes applied to the phone. In fact, there's a protector applied to the front and the rear of the phone when you get it out of the box, but obviously I've taken those off for the purpose of the video. Underneath the phone in the package we have a European standard USB charger there. We've got a data cable, charge cable in this plastic bag. We also get a pile of protectors here. We get two screen protectors for the 2.5D Full HD panel, and we've got two protectors for the rear, the aluminium rear of the phone. So if you're worried about scratching or marking the phone up, don't worry. Elephone have you covered with this wad of protectors in the package. We've also got a Elephone quick start guide there in English, so you can work out how to use this phone if you've not used Android before. And there's also a SIM tray removal tool there as well. Alright, so the Elephone M2. If you saw my Elephone M1 review, you'll see that the M2 is quite similar in its design. It has an all aluminium body, but right off the bat I can tell you that this is a much better made phone. This unibody aluminium chassis that runs around the phone, finished in gold, is much better made than it is on the M1. For example, between the aluminium and the plastic, these black areas here are plastic panels. There isn't really a seam. You can't see where they fitted them together. There are no gaps. There's nothing that stands out and shows you that it's not one piece. It's much better, better made and better put together. The aluminium itself is really well finished. We've got this matte finish, and on the edges here it's got this polished bezel edge all the way around. It is more like something you would see from Oppo or Vivo than Elephone. So build standard and design wise, this is probably the best Elephone we've seen so far. Going around the phone, we've got this 5.5 inch full HD display, got a 5 megapixel front facing camera. We've got capacitive buttons either side of a physical home button, and that physical home button also houses a fingerprint scanner. You'll remember that the M1 had a fingerprint scanner on the rear, but the M2 has this fingerprint scanner under the physical home button. Around the edges of the phone, strangely we don't have the buttons for volume or power on the right. Instead they're on the left hand side of the phone. You know, most other brands go for the right, but Elephone have gone for the left for this time. We've also got a SIM tray here. This is a dual SIM or a single SIM and micro SD tray. We've got a 3.5mm headphone jack and microphone at the top. And as you can see, we've got this gold metal area and these little white bands that run around the aluminium, run through the aluminium here. On other phones we've noticed that the bands and the aluminium don't fit very well, but on the Elephone it's a really nice fit. There are no gaps. There are no, funny, build quality issues. It's all pretty well made. In the base we've got dual speakers and we've got a standard micro USB. And on the back, we've already looked at it, we've got this big aluminium gold finish panel, LE logo there, 13 megapixel camera on the back, black plastic areas here to stop interference. You'll probably find that if you removed the plastic panels, the antennas for the LTE, GPS and Bluetooth are under that. Alright, let's take a look at the phone, let's turn it on. I've already powered it up, so it's running Android 5.1 Lollipop on here. As you can see, it looks like a pretty stock Android installation. We've got Elephone's own services here, so you can connect to their feedback area. You can send them messages or any bugs or anything that you come across, and you can join their forums through there. We've got an app drawer. You can see that we've already got Google Play Store services built in here. Now I've already mentioned that this is a full HD display, but it's a really nice display. It looks really good quality. The viewing angles are pretty good. They're not the best in the world here, but the actual quality of the screen does look really nice, and the speed of response and touch is good too. If we go into the settings of the phone, we can see what version of Android it's running. So Android 5.1 as already mentioned, and you can see that we've also got Hot Knot built into here too. So if you've got two Hot Knot devices, you can touch them together screen to screen and transfer details. It's similar to NFC, but it's MediaTek's own version of it. We should also find a fingerprint area, so let's have a look. Let's set the fingerprint up. So we have to press our finger on the home button a few times. So you don't actually have to press the button all the way down, you just need to tap it. The sensor just needs to see you, okay? And then we'll have to also put a pin in here, so let's give it. And let's see how that fingerprint scanner works. So if I go out of here, if I lock the screen, if I just touch it. Okay, let's try again. There you go. So to unlock the phone, you actually have to press the physical home button down. That will wake the phone up, and then the fingerprint scanner should read your fingerprint. Let's try that one more time. So it's not, there we go. So it's not super accurate as some others, but you know, just get used to it and it might be okay. There you go. So if you get it directly on there you go, it unlocks okay. So, you know, a few misreads there, but I suppose if you get used to it, it might be better. So not the most accurate fingerprint scanner we've seen, but at least it's there. It's a nice feature to have. Let's take a look at this camera. It's a 13 megapixel rear camera. It's a basic Android application here for the camera. There's no PDAF or laser focus on here. So it seems okay. I mean, we'll need to take it out and take some photos with it. The speed of it's not the fastest, but the focus isn't bad. Also, you can hear the sounds from those speakers. A little bit tinny. We'll have to see how the audio sounds through there. Anyway, from a build point of view, the Elephone M2 feels really well made. The speakers, they're something that I'm already a little bit concerned about. And the fingerprint scanner may not be the fastest or most accurate. But if you're after a budget phone with 3 GB of RAM, octa-core processor, Android 5.1, a really nice build. It is a very good build. The Elephone M2 is certainly one to look out for. We will be doing a full review of this phone, so keep your eyes out for that, probably next week. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.